Here with Johnny Sebastian after the Northwestern Rutgers match. Johnny, you're a highly touted recruit out of Jersey. You chose Northwestern. You're back here wrestling in the rack.
Yeah.
The fans weren't super appreciative during the match of you winning, but everybody's loving on you right now after the match. Can you tell me a little bit about the experience of the transition from high school to college and coming back home?
Yeah, you know, so started off for me, I've had a little bump in the road along my college experience, had multiple surgeries, and this year was my first year. I was finally able to, get in the lineup, and when our schedule got released and it said that we were coming to Rutgers, wrestling at the rack, I was pretty excited and a little nervous at the same time, just because I didn't know how everything was going to pan out. Going forward, today was the day we wrestled Rutgers, and I was super excited. I've been to one match at the rack when Rutgers wrestled Penn State, and it was an awesome atmosphere, so I knew it was going to be a real great atmosphere, and my family has been super excited to see me wrestle and hasn't been able to the past couple of years, so they all came today, and it was a really awesome experience. The fans are great here, and it was just a great time to be back in Jersey and be back in my home state.
Do you have any extra butterflies with the big crowd?
So the one thing is, when I wrestle at 165 now, there's that 10-minute intermission, and you try not to think about too much.
Right,
so
it's right before your match.
Yeah, try to keep it loose. Just listen to music, hang out. And right before you step on that line, I've known Anthony Buffumi for years. Our schools battled against each other with Burn Catholic and St. Peter, so we were always around the same weight. We never wrestled each other, so it was good. We finally got to wrestle each other and put on a little show for the crowd, and it was a good time.
Does coming in, getting shut out, have any effect on you?
At first I was a little, you try not to think about it, especially, you want your team to do well, but at the same time, for me, I wanted to make sure that I was going to wrestle well, and most importantly, do what I needed to do. And that doesn't mean win or lose, just go out there, make improvements. I'm starting to peak at the right time, I believe.
Yeah.
So each match just got to take what I learned and, just keep moving forward. So.
One thing I wanted to go back and touch on, you've had some surgeries, high-level athletes, the two things that really kind of mess with them, injury and being done with their sport. Can you tell me how you worked through any of that trouble mentally and emotionally?
Yeah, so it's been, like I said, it's a roller coaster. You hear about some guys get one and then they're done, and I've had 3 since my senior year of high school.
Yeah.
And there's times where you just got to battle through it, and for me, I just look at it that I'm blessed to be in this position to keep wrestling. Sometimes they hurt, but just gotta be smart. And I think coaches have adopted a style for me just to, I have too much pride sometimes in positions, especially in practice, that if I get in a position, you just gotta let it go and learn, work through it. And I think the biggest thing is just be positive, just enjoy day by day. And things get tough, that's where you have your coaches, your family, trainers, and everything to help you along the way. And it's what I love to do, and wrestling has been what I've been doing since I was younger, and I just want to finish out these next couple years strong.
Now, I've had numerous national champions tell me something similar, that they were not early winners. They won either mostly as seniors, and they said the biggest adjustment they made was staying out of positions where they would get injured and get nicked up. Are you changing your attacks, or you said surrender, but not surrender
not much
position,
in the match.
Okay.
I would say maybe in practice a little bit, just learning.
Okay.
But the biggest thing for me, just Coach Howe has been a great influence, and all of our other coaches have been through injuries and battled back. And the biggest thing for me, I think, is just you got to keep moving your hands and feet. That's the biggest thing. And transition-wise, it's just confidence, really. Starting the beginning of this year, I was always worried about, what if I get hurt, what if this? And at this point, it's like, well, if I get hurt, I've done it already, so there's nothing else for me to lose. The worst case scenario is I get hurt, and I've already done that, and I battled back through that. So if the worst thing is an injury, then I have wrestling and life and everything to come out after that. So at this point, it's just letting myself enjoy myself. I'm finally on the wrestling mats, wrestling in front of big stages. Beginning of this year was a little roller coaster, just between nerves and all that. But I've worked with my coaches and everything, and we've really gone past just instead of being nervous, just let it all fly. That's the worst thing that happens. You're still a normal person.
Sun's coming up tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly.
Now the rumor is that you're beating the crap out of Coach Howe. Is that true?
No. Coach, I think he lets me, it's funny because during the beginning of the week when we roll around, he beats me up, but then sometimes towards the end of the week, I get a takedown or two. So I don't know if he's lightening up on the gas pedal there. But now he's awesome. All of our coaches are awesome. There's big coaching changes at Northwestern, and it's starting to show in our recruits, and the program's going to be coming up. So
hey, thanks for the time and good luck.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.